FaZe, because I have a feeling they'll be at full strength.
Eternal Fire come in as the betting favorites off of a grand final last weekend, one that unfortunately for them didn't show much promise, barring a game on Anubis versus Spirit, right? Being able to take Anubis off Spirit, no easy feat. We'll have to tap into that potential here and now as well. Dual Berettas from Elish hit the ground. It is an entry from Wicadia as he looks for second servings. The FaZe clan going to keep their heads down and allow for the retake to attempt to come through. It's going to be a long road for Frozen to get those dual Berettas into the back line. He opts not to go A main, but looks to join forces. So we'll have two players heaven who are boosting next to an enemy. And then that pinch from Bricks comes out. Brokey taps two away. Wicadia a little late activation. Rain finds the heaven frag. It's a retake for FaZe to start the day.
Woo, a little lucky there for Brokey that Wicadia doesn't push through the smoke earlier. And Brokey, though, nice shots on the pistol round. Got to give him that. And he's had a couple of great pistol rounds so far here at Kato. So FaZe win that one narrowly, but they win it with the defuse, which will push us into a situation where we'll spend a little extra money to make sure they can deal with the force-up that's incoming. Letting him get away with this, that was the big one.
Yeah, Wicadia, like, you know, he's already committed to the smoke.
I mean, his teammates had already swung up, so it's that smoke volumetric now, a little bit bigger than you'd expect. Maybe when he jumped up into heaven and was maybe worried he got spotted. By this round for Eternal Fire, we've got Wicadia out of full kit of utility, Xantares with the main rifle, and a real deep nade to their setup position. Moments like that have you doubt.
Yeah, right. Talk about feeling red.
Yeah.
And
so he's throwing a nade from here. They're setting up the A play in 10.
There is a lot of game tape out there of Eternal Fire on Anubis.
Yeah, they're a team to watch, for sure.
It's been no secret that they like this map, and honestly, there's definitely been things worth stealing from them. You know, like Majors hit B 12 times in a row and then switch A.
We talk about Snax's repetitive calls. Eternal Fire do that a ton too. They just make it look better.
Right.
It's flirting versus harassment sometimes, but Eternal Fire, they know how to hit the same site over and over again in one half.
They're going to try to take it down through camera. That's a beauty of a flash out of Wicadia. Remember that full belt of util he had? Brokey attack from three sides. Ooh, boy. Cutting through that one like butter. We've got the smoke behind A main. Wicadia versus Elish on smoke. MP9 gets bested. Ooh, and he doubles down. Okay, Wicadia, that's not just a supportive round out of him, but then just ensuring that the flank can't come through bodes well. Eternal Fire forced by right back, and it is FaZe leaving a little space out in middle. They get tripped up by it. A camera push that catches Kerrigan off thanks to the Wicadia flash out through the window. You maybe knew he was over there in Rugs eventually going to throw nades, but you didn't see his nades coming.
Cold's got to be a bit better than this, but the flash is everything here. And yeah, between Brokey's bad spray and his teammate getting full blind, there was pretty much no hope for that site to be held, and it's also because Eternal Fire gave a little love to take it over mid for the split. So they made that look like they had better guns on the buy. Really, they came in with the Xantares AK.
Oh, forgot to throw it. He lit the damn thing. He's allowed to hang on to middle for a few extra seconds, but fire inevitable. Eesh, he peels away. 1/5 of his HP left over. Make
down to
1 HP. 99% of that HP gone. And he almost still has a chance to rock with the Deeg, but he'll be the first one down in round 3.
That's what you want to see from Eternal Fire, just great anti-eco protocols. They're ready to swarm on mid, but not before making sure everything's in place.
Cautious. Oh, timing here for Brokey. He's been given chances, as have a few of the FaZe clan members, but nobody with a frag this time. You know, and oddly enough, yesterday versus G2, it was one of those things where FaZe were actually the victims of more half-buys than they were the victors of, right until the end of the game, when they pulled one off as well. You know, one of these tricks that we always kind of allocate to FaZe's toolbox.
It's a good point. It felt like it was because of G2, but now that we see Eternal Fire can do it to them too, it's something they have to work on.
This one's just a very cautious one from Eternal Fire. See that slow squeeze out mid, supportive util the whole way, making sure no hiccups are to be had. You know, this is an Eternal Fire that has been showing great promise as of late, but really wants to take it to another level. Xantera is going to make sure it's just one death. Eternal Fire go up 2-1, and momentum's theirs for the taking. T-side Anubis.
Maybe Eternal Fire will be the first good super team, Connor.
Yeah, I don't define super teams, Launders. I'm not a smart enough guy for that. You can talk to Vu
Well, they
about
usually suck.
Okay.
Yeah. They usually suck.
And they usually
especially
cost a
the
lot.
international ones.
Right. Is there anything else you'd like to get off your chest? Some kind of preference for...
Stick together.
Who exactly?
People near you.
Launders tiptoeing through this round like FaZe Clan. USBs, single flash.
Drink Canadian beer.
Yeah, okay. This is a bomb, dude. This is the bomb over here. Ooh, don't get weird, FaZe. You know, you don't have to get weird. I know you like it, though. Oh, I know you like it.
They got him
Kerrigan,
scared.
that Xantera is down. Brain team kills. Oops. Thanks, Rops.
Wait a second, the bomb actually did get dropped.
There we go. Major here on cleanup duty, those last 3 players. Just really letting them get past the corners where those USPs can actually duel from. He gets 3 of them in the pit, tears their limbs off. Still, FaZe reminding us that if you're not careful, hiccups can occur.
I have a photo of Xanteris on my phone. It's a screenshot from Blast when he was looking at his phone lock screen, and it was a picture of him in a big jersey.
Sure.
It's one of my favorite photos, but I can't find it.
Oh. That's what happens when you take photos of all of us so often. Wicadia back into the rugs where he had already chucked out some nades, but right now bottom stairs push from Xanteras. And that's FaZe just kind of feeling out a perimeter, going for a cheeky 2-player peek, seeing what's up, what's good. What's nice is this walkout middle, I think. We've already seen Eternal Fire clamp down into the A bomb site thanks to this same position and utility from Wicadia. So this is going to be a run back. This is where the force buy worked. It's the exact same strategy. 3 down from camera, and look, it works again. Wicadia finds the flash assist on Brokey. Slightly different positions for FaZe this time around, but it is going to end up in the same result by the looks of things, because that save's being contemplated quickly.
We got a real read-based game plan here for FaZe, where they're expecting the extremity hits that you sometimes see out of Eternal Fire, but at the moment, this game, Eternal Fire are totally exploiting mid. For some reason, the recent Anubis games, besides this one, there hasn't been a lot of mid plays or splits, and I think they're hoping that this, it becomes the E-box, like late round E-box main split that Eternal Fire have been doing versus everyone. But you can see they're out of position when you've got one player running through temple late to mid, and you don't need to win your duel when they get into camera, but you do need to see them so your teammates in the site can get organized. There's 2 players sitting behind default. That's the exact same situation that happened the last rifle round for FaZe, and they got overrun. Actually, what was supposed to be the anti-force buy in the second round, overrun in the exact same spots.
So it's time
those spots aren't even really effective for holding versus a full-on A main hit, in that spot. So they're not really giving themselves a lot of outs.
Nice to see a week-to-week evolution from Eternal Fire. Imagine having discovered mid on this map, it seems. Kind of said it like he would, I think.
You said
that was weird.
You kind of said it in like Middle Eastern.
What just happened there? Launders, I'm scared. What just happened?
Just a little cold in here. Voila.
God, I think I'm starting to believe in them. That's what must be happening.
You're starting to believe.
Starting to believe that Eternal Fire might be able to tap into some real new heights for this organization to reach the Spodek. Would be Xantera's 3rd stadium event, being Blast Istanbul in God knows what year.
2018.
And the Copenhagen Major 2024. For a name that we have been saying for so many years. It's about damn time we start to hear it chanted in a stadium.
Rain bought an auto sniper
Yesterday.
the other day.
Yep.
Don't do that versus Eternal Fire.
No, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Not worth it at all. Oh, dirty! Wicadia lines up the frozen frag. That's one of the 3 M4s. It can be grabbed by Brokey, so at least there's an extra set of hands to nab that. He fires from plat. Rain goes to clear dark, loses his duel. Madger's off to the races, man. 8-2 already. Wicadia right there with him. Beautiful tethering coming out of Eternal Fire. It felt like they were ready to go for that, but FaZe present the opportunity for them to truly commit to it when Rain can't win that dark fight. 5-1 T start.
We'll keep this simple, man. The better team is winning right now. Eternal Fire's game plan's good. Shots are in. This round doesn't matter too much from FaZe in terms of what they come in with into it with, but the overall half is getting away from them entirely. I love the map pool for Eternal Fire, but I also like it for FaZe. I think I'm really glad to see them banning Inferno, which is just not a good... The only reason they played it yesterday is because G2 picked it, but their debut in the follow-up game, they picked it, not working, so it's been a bad streak for them on that map, and the Dust 2 Decider, I think, makes more sense.
How are you feeling about Dust 2 kind of becoming like the new banger map 3?
I like it. I like it for sure. I think it's because of the way people are playing it, in my opinion. It's the people are using mid and cat way more, and the B splits just create way more exciting situations than the 5 long hits. And even teams who made the map really annoying to watch, like Big, by taking all their spawns every round and going long and waiting, they don't do that anymore. So I think it's become a very redeemable map because the meta is evolving in the right direction.
There's also an evolution on this one. Eternal Fire going numbers strong towards main. This is looking like a Kerrigan Og solo hold. Because of that early conditioning with the middle play, that's why we get 2 FaZe Clan members there at the start of this. We can see all that util getting dumped on the bridge. Smokes inside of Dark to keep them back, but Eternal Fire have changed it up at the right time.
Worst case situation is Kerrigan has to smoke himself out of a molly, and his teammates aren't actually close enough.
Ooh, he throws it down in front of them. Oh, gets away from him.
They lost camera already.
Major fast entry with that smoke on camera. Dude, this is the right call at the right time before FaZe. You can see FaZe trying to adapt on the fly, even off of the Neo pause. And a leash kill that could keep them back in this if they really want to take the chance, but
they got to rotate around through CT spawn if they want a chance of getting into this, but they're not organizing quickly enough.
Still worried about the mid flank.
I don't even know if they're...
Got a kid on a leash.
Okay, 3 up in camera. Grenades are not totally there for Eternal Fire.
It's winnable, but you know it's going to still be ran with a risk. That opposite's back on Fountain into the peak on camera. That's a leash down. Do they save? They cut their losses. Let this go. 3 to stand for FaZe Clan. Eternal Fire, so far in this matchup, are 2 steps ahead.
100%. And yeah, it's another round. They condition them into believing now, okay, you're a little bit late to the game plan of, well, we're going to go mid on these splits. Now FaZe overcorrect, and they try to put 2 in middle to stop them from doing the splits, and then suddenly it's just a full A hit.
Brokey's off.
One thing that's changed obviously for FaZe is they had Rops playing A, and Rops is extremely good at pushing baskets by himself. I mean, sometimes with Brokey's support and everything, but they don't really have that comfort right now. They're playing from within the site. They're not holding on to both mid and A with like even support, and you want to take one passive spot in the A site, you got to be a stud that round to like really stop a full 5-man attack. So either get that information earlier or have an extra player in a better spot. But that's way too late once again. The no ROPS so far is being felt.
Yeah, that scope in from the AUG felt awkward as the push came out. You know, the smoke grenade kind of forced Major. We see him sprint in, but dude, he's been finding entries on all sorts of positions so far this game. 9-2, right there with Wicadia. You know, the conversation around Eternal Fire is like, can they win if Xantares doesn't pop off?
They can.
And they can. It's been proven. And it's been proven as of late. And it's being proven right now. But Wicadia will take that nade again. The sight to Rug's nade is actually net FaZe quite a bit of damage so far, but what's damage when you are 8 rounds into this game and Eternal Fire leads 6-1? kind of waiting for a sign from FaZe that this Anubis map is even going to get competitive.
I mean, you know what Madger's thinking. We're going to go late to A this time, but we'll see if, we'll see if they actually commit to it.
They're walking up hold back here.
Yeah, they're walking up E-box now. And that double push, that reveals 2 positions. Now they can speed up towards E-box.
Nice fight from Rain. Catches Jota along the wall. Brokey's going to catch one into Dark. Misses his second shot. CT's on the fallback, but Magic gets a second kill. Then they both activate. Wakadia, a huge moment. Catches both with headshots. Reopens the A site. That bomb's already inbound, and Watson can play it safe out from Ruggs.
That's Tom.
He's going to dodge the CT by the looks of it, and so this round's right back on.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go here but Rain, but except through the middle of the map. Woxic can really take his time clearing out the angles. Wakadia wins this round off his 2K from that push.
Man,
and
FaZe.
that's so great. That's so great from Eternal Fire though, because this time they actually they go B this time, which I think FaZe are actually prepared for that late round adjustment with Brokey on the op. Madger getting his 2 kills though. 11 and 3 these entries.
Yeah. It's awesome that it's Madger and Wakadia again.
Rain has enough to win this clutch.
Surely.
He's got a molly and a kit.
Molly could block off the op from main, but he's got to find Wakadia. Oh, he does. Snaps down to him. And there goes out that Molotov, burning out what could have been the fountain hold. Woxic on the line, and Rain just barely into the vision. Frag grenade beyond him. No repeat from Woxic yet. Rain's waiting as Woxic is their closer, and Wakadia and Major are the 2 prongs to this assault at the moment.
Yeah, that's amazing individual plays here from Eternal Fire to make up for FaZe being a bit more ready for their split this time around. And the fact is, they're not one note. Like, they go B, but they also have Wakadia in this really hard-to-find position late into the round. It could have been cleared, but FaZe were more concerned about, you know, oh, is Major going to multi-frag? What's happening over there on the other side of the map?
Buys busted up for FaZe Clan. That was their best chance to give them just a little enough to work with. Now suddenly Elige under pressure. Bridge players already on this door, and what's he thinking about? Getting flashed through? Smoke's coming down on his supportive plays. Santeras locking horns with Brokey in the background. This could queue up Elige to catch him off guard. Yeah, it will. Santeras tries to disengage. Now, Madger, can he really bring it back? He's got the element of surprise from the corner. Elige is making sound on the fallback. Madger's able to spray down and track him. And so we get evened out at 4v4, and Woxic still holding dark. Everybody looks to set their eyes on A.
What an impact play here from Madger, because he keeps mid at the same time.
Man, what an impact half.
Yeah.
But yeah, this round 2 keeps eyes on it, keeps a hand on it. And now as Brokey gets drawn down, Madger is going to find the flank onto Kerrigan just like he did Elige. His activation's been great. Rain gets clipped by Woxic. That's an op still disengaged. Brokey's unable to get one, and so Jota should be able to plant this bomb before Frozen even arrives. 8-round streak by the looks of it from Eternal Fire. Everything but the pistol so far in this series has Eternal Fire stamped across it.
Absolutely amazing half here from Eternal Fire. From so many different perspectives, they're playing with FaZe right now. Individuals shining through. Madger having one of his best games on Eternal Fire here.
You know what's awesome?
Mentioned not having Xanteris and still winning. Here's a perfect example.
Last time I've seen Madger go like this, you know when it was? It was for the qualification game to get into the Copenhagen playoffs. When he said that, you know, the stars weren't really coming online as he needed them, and he realized that if somebody had to do it today to make it happen, it was him.
Are you saying he's a big game merchant?
He might just be. But it's also the calling that he's come out with that I think deserves some credit.
Yeah, then he just gets too much credit. It's unbelievable. He's doing it all.
So we should save some credit for the 2 and 5 Xanteras, or?
No, we can, yeah, Madger can get it all.
Okay, let's let him have it for now.
Yeah.
Because he'll also get the criticism if they somehow blow this lead.
That's very true. Yeah, IGLs, if you can give him credit, give it to him.
Yeah. Yeah. Counter-Strike giveth and Counter-Strike taketh.
He said it was like playing against, or picking between Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali at the Bounty with Spirit and I think Na'Vi. But that was Vitality, G2 that he had to go through. FaZe were there as well. They made G2 look like Jake Paul. Got all the way to the finals.
It's usually been Xanterras holding back this A play, but the op could catch them off guard. Clearly just more forward of an A setup this time out of FaZe Clan. You know, they're going to be nervous about middle since that was the original conditioning, but if suddenly we go into a 4-player B split, I think this is just a T-half that Eternal Fire, everything looks fresh. And so you can barely blame FaZe for constantly playing catch-up. Kerrigan activates right into the op scope. Woxic's patience, well worth it. Now they can continue to wait. We hit 45 seconds. 3 members of FaZe very much committed inside B at the moment. Bomb is here outside of Long. Xanterras is going to get a double entry. That's his best round yet. Traded out by Madger. Everything crumbles in B. Eternal Fire, dare I say it, can do no wrong.
Yeah, they're absolutely crushing here. One time that Kerrigan decides to push baskets again, like very few people can do it like Rops. And right now we've got even a even strength game plan between both sides and mid. They've been given love to everything. Brokey now in a 1-on-2 situation is thinking about it. Smoke in the hand.
It's winnable. Madger's down to 28 health.
Okay.
He hits the headshot to Woxic. Low HP for the IGL.
Again, smoke is the last option here if he needs to.
Madger, oh, of course, he's also a closer. Want to sprinkle a little more credit on it, would you?
Yeah. 15 and 4, Madger.
Sorry, one more time?
15 and motherfucking 4.
Up 9-1. What a beast, man. He watches all his teammates fall around him. He says, I'm not letting this second round go. FaZe still with nothing but the pistol.
That's exactly how you play it when someone smokes the bomb. Yeah. I mean, FaZe playing this badly on Anubis shows they have problems.
Collateral,
They
dude.
Oh.
Shoda's on the side. If you don't laugh, you're gonna cry.
Ooh.
FaZe are getting schmucked.
They're getting mopped.
And Woxic's right there to hold the bridge as well. I mean,
That's a full buy.
is Neo able to just throw in the towel? Can we do that in Counter-Strike, or?
It's dishonorable.
I guess we have to play this out as a technicality, because
You got to get beat down for the EF fans.
lap it up. Eat while the going's good.
Yeah, there are definitely obvious problems for FaZe right now. But like on Inferno, they improved some things. But as Kerrigan mentioned, it is gonna take some time. But they've provably made adjustments that are working. But clearly those it extends to Anubis as well.
5 up, 10-1. Everything but the pistol. Now, I've seen a FaZe comeback, okay?
Yeah.
I've seen a few in my day.
Yep.
But this one just doesn't even feel like it's possible.
This one I think we'll have to wait till the second half, and I don't know if they can afford to do that.
And if it was any other team, I wouldn't even have said the word out loud, but I mean, surely they need at least 2.
I've also seen an Eternal Fire come back.
Again, lopsided scorelines just have not been the norm for either of these teams kicking off the year. Eternal Fire have been doing a fantastic job of winning games, but grinding them out. And even, versus teams that we would have considered on their level, let's say 6 to 9 months ago. But obviously this is a new and improved, and at this point, constantly winning team. They'll scrape out those victories, and sometimes those are the wins that they almost mean more. Oh, that's a lineup I've never seen. What would you even call that? Bad.
Out of bounds.
Xanterras takes a nade to the head. Madger's right with him, so this pack has proven to be able to crack an entry when needed. And they've done it versus better weapons than what FaZe finish off this half with. We got Frozen playing back plat, Thomas in hand. No rotations, and it's a long road as well, as the closest piece would be Camera. You better hope to God that Frozen and Rain can do something, but with Fire on Frozen's feet in a moment, That double dark entry that we've already seen Xanterra's piece together. 1 round to go. It's coming at it again. Waiting for the Rain Deeg swing. Both die empty-handed. And already you've found out that the A flank in Kerrigan again is going to find him nothing. 1 in 10 is the half for Kerrigan. Rops would never. Nalish gonna try valiantly to get that second round, to fight tooth and nail, as Brokey's put into another 1v4. This one doesn't even get close. And I'm not just talking about the 12th round, I'm talking about all 12 rounds. FaZe Clan looking like they may be here for a good time, because they're sure as hell not going to be here for a long time. Not on Anubis. That's what everything points towards, because this isn't one of those moments where we've seen close-fought rounds and a little FaZe magic sprinkled into a half that's just going their opponent's way. No, this is a total blowout, barring a pistol retake.
I think this is a potential for a 13-0, Connor. FaZe only won the pistol. A 13-0 is a 13-0, okay?
Okay.
13 rounds in a row. Eternal Fire are on for that if they play their cards right. What a message that would be to FaZe Clan.
What a message it would be to the Counter-Strike world.
Yeah, no kidding. Get used to seeing them in Tier 1, taking down your favorite Tier 1 teams.
Dark play. Into the site they'll go. It's currently stacked. You know, FaZe locking in. And Woxic sending him packing, at least for the one. It's a good amount of kills coming out of FaZe. Just avoid that 13-round streak, and it looks oh so likely. Armored Kevlar 1v3. Armored Berettas. But a smoke in front of him. Every great comeback begins with the pistol. And Wicadia slides out. Anybody biting? Anybody budging? Now that they've got that cushion, they'll get him down. All right. They break that spell. An 11-round streak out of Eternal Fire comes to a close.
What would it be even funnier is if they only won pistols, Connor.
If they lose 13-2 with both pistols?
One worrying thing about FaZe for sure is like how,
think that'd be
how
funny?
often they're getting ecoed. Yeah, I actually would. I actually would.
You're twisted.
I am. I think, yeah, that's maybe not something to laugh about, but I would be laughing. Also, I think for FaZe, it doesn't really matter. If this map's just like a total blowout, they still got good maps in the series. And we even saw like their game versus Vitality. We saw that FaZe are not thinking about that.
Oh, careful. It'd be even funnier if they lost the USPs.
Good thing it won't happen.
Sure about that? Yeah, Brokey makes sure it won't. If there's one glimmer of hope at the moment, it is Brokey. Topping the charts, 13 kills. Next closest is 7 on Frozen. So they get through those USPs, but man, even getting through USPs looked harder than it should.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we switch over to this side. I think T side will be a different story. CT side, they have to find a better permanent solution because, like, you know, Rops is a star anchor over on A. That's always going to be an issue. And that's why even though FaZe made one roster move, it's a world of change. It really is. But on T side, I think this is where Elige can really show his impact. We saw it yesterday versus G2. Many X Factor moments. Slotted in incredibly well.
Jota hits the dink, but the fire a little too much, and the back plat player dies. So nice, clean, convincing entries come out from FaZe Clan.
That's really nice for the setup, actually.
Could just elicit an early save call by the looks of things.
No pre-flash on main. I think that's a really nice read on the way that was going to be held from Jota. And I think when he saw a shadow, he was super uncomfortable.
Nine maps played for FaZe in 2025. Only one of them has been less than 20 rounds. Feels like that's the standard we're at least shooting for. As FaZe finds success early on. At the very least in the second half. Woxic gonna make sure this comes with a price tag. Ooh, what a raid. Nice snap over to Xantares. And the more rounds and more moments like that you give to these FaZe players to hit shots, the more heated up they'll continue to get and possibly be once we inevitably move to map 2. You've had them pinned to the ground for 11 rounds. Don't let them get up.
Ooh, that was a good adjustment. But I'm saying it could be a whole different story with the change of sides. It's just that FaZe don't have any room for mistakes anymore.
Kadia tries to start off with some bridge attack. Again, you know, kind of maybe a sign of CTs wanting to make moves. Can't be leading 11-4 and just start shelling up.
EF don't have much on this round.
Looks like that B stack wants to get activated with this flashbang. Having second thoughts, and honestly, it's a very tucked in Frozen, so he won't be blind. He's just waiting for them to come full swinging to come and clear him.
Bomb's coming back this direction.
Flash goes out as the utility lands. Frozen along the wall is going to have a fight. Oh, he loses.
Ooh, he didn't peek.
Madger, that is now an extra gun offered over. Wicadia is going to send a flash out into A main. Rain, he's ahead of it. Eesh, the track not perfect, but still picks up Woxic. And bricks to be held by a half-health Wicadia, who peeks out, catching timing on Elige.
Be careful on this plant.
You think he'd dive this? You think he'd get that wild?
He did.
Absolutely does. Fast camera fight, another, and Madger clears the last. That gets 12.
Oh my god. Oof. No mistakes, FaZe Clan. That's the position they put themselves in, and they immediately lose to the half investment from Eternal Fire. They were hoping to do some damage, but they had ideas on both sides of the map, and look at some of these sprays, man. Not good enough.
Dude, from the bridge peak, I felt like there was just something in the water. Eternal Fire signing up for unlikely fights and winning all of them. Damage on bridge, the B flash, the A main flash that could have been. But that heaven dive is just nasty. Creates enough of a distraction for the camera players to then also get hyper-aggressive.
I mean, the fact that he dives down before they even actually plant, I think, is the tricky part. As soon as they put that bomb down, they'll probably watch the smoke. But just 1 second earlier.
Ferocious moves from Eternal Fire in round 16. They go up 12-4, and we have 8 map points. FaZe's margin of error goes from slim to non-existent.
It's not the most convincing B-side setup, but there are 3 here. And the B-main press-up isn't there. Oh, Xanteris, first kill.
Frozen responds back. Joda from platform. Now falls onto Madger. Oh, his nade catches one, but he peeks into Frozen. It's all a distraction. Rain had to run back and grab bomb, and you know what, Katia, he's going to follow this. Of course he is, because that's the mood that Eternal Fire have set. That's the tempo they've played with. And it is the clutch that Frozen gets thrust into that seems all too unlikely. Currently pinched. It's a passive Woxic, letting them grab that bomb back. Little dark angle to be jiggled on. Wakadia sees that he is committed to this corner. How the hell is Frozen going to fight out of here with 14 health? He won't, because Eternal Fire make absolute mincemeat of FaZe Clan at the beginning of an incredibly important series. FaZe, who offer fights so far, 2025, always close, but not this time. Big opening statement from the Turkish players. For this map, Mohan, if they want to cut FaZe down to size in a 2-0 fashion.
This is one map where I definitely feel a lot better about FaZe and their development so far. We had a fantastic game yesterday from them on it. And it's also one where Frozen just goes 1-for-1 with Rops on ramp, which makes a lot of sense both on paper and in practice, it seems like. Of course, there's a lot of brokey action when it comes to playing inside of ramp, but that's a lot because Rain plays outside and does that with just a rifle. So as we start off, T side also not seeing many problems for FaZe. Oh, never mind.
What did we just miss?
Oh my gosh, Xanteris, what a 3-piece.
Was that 3 bullets?
I don't know. Man, they threw the far smoke just because they needed to. They're like, oh, if we get to that, then we're good. And Xanteris is there spotting front of Unbreakable.
Listen, dude, I said that, you know, they all have to kind of show us a better version of themselves.
Well,
we didn't really have to say Xanteris much at all on map
possible.
1. Elige and Frozen trying to join forces.
2v5.
Oh my god.
2v5.
Xanteris did what felt like enough, and now suddenly Wakadia 1v2.
Is this the new late round duo for FaZe Clan?
Both with 2 kills each. Gotta get that bomb back. Wakadia's gonna peek out, finds them in garage, or at least the one. Didn't actually see the second, now he has. And so they'll scoop bomb up. 20 seconds to spare here. Wakadia ready to let the Berettas rip. 2v5.
Extremely clean 2v5. Wow, what a statement from FaZe. That's
okay.
That's a very cool round between Elysian and Frozen to think about, that they're able to pull this one off. Every fight, they're side by side.
But Launders, what did the 3K look like?
Yeah, true.
How did 3 players just die? Oh, okay.
He just Elish stopped his jump, hit the ground, and Woxic tracked it down. I need to see that again.
Man.
Whoa.
It's not feeling real at the moment.
Whoa.
That one didn't connect. Kerrigan over towards ramp, trying to be traded out by Frozen. CTs peel away. 2 players get back. We saw them win the pistol on Anubis, and then an 11-round streak from Eternal Fire.
They're the most eco team at this event.
Dude. This one could still be pulled off. If you can win that 2v5 in the pistol, you can win this 2v5 right here.
True.
Brokey closes the door, looks to go join up with the Rain. Trying to play open ramp. 2 to the right side. Brokey's gonna have to do everything. Too much of an ask from a pistol round loss that seemed unlosable to a force buy victory from Eternal Fire. This CT side responds instantly, and all kicking off with a Woxic Scout wallbang headshot. Look at this.
Oh my God. What?
That's a kill, folks. I'm gonna just keep it real with you at home. You're not as good as him.
Just gotta walk that one off.
That and all the others. You know, that's kind of the state of FaZe right now. Like, Anubis, fresh on their minds. You win the pistol, you recover. You know, any sentiment you build up with that 2v5 is just kind of stripped right from you. So they're going to try to charge out with some squeaky control, but vision for Wicadia. And over towards the ramp, Jota insta-dink on Brokey. That makes his job difficult to continue on with that majority of the utility on his belt. And the bomb. No over-panicking scramble from Eternal Fire in the face of what is this ramp commitment down into the B site. A post-plant could look good for Eternal Fire. They're not even going to let that happen. Wicadia slides out from single door. I thought maybe they'd set up for the retake, but they just get disruptive instead. Frozen connecting with 1. As Elige gets the kill, it's Elige to have to go for the bomb plant as well. Still surrounded, still desperate. That's the case. Oh, they'll find him in the flames. Frozen down to 17 HP. But he gets his hands on an AK-47, and he understands that this one's probably too far gone. He'll leave with that rifle. Eternal Fire, 2 rounds to the 1. Frozen's AK, a token of a chance in the follow-up.
It's a nice push out of Decon. I think the timing on that, even though they smoke it, it's Eternal Fire who have full control of the perimeter of the site, so that smoke really didn't mean much to allow for the plant to go down. They're lucky to get it in the end, and that's all they'll have to their name on that one. Frozen with the AK forward, strongest gun here for FaZe Clan. Coming in with 1 smoke on Rain. And another plan to go outside.
Nothing has happened for free outside yet. Nice shot out of Elige. It's going to put Xantares down for the time being. Good reaction from Woxic, snapping up to deal death to the pistols.
He's got the magnet right now.
And Wicadia's got the back turn to him. So Frozen emerging with that 1 AK, saved from the last round, tried to be put forth as the last piece of this 4th round. Instead, Eternal Fire win it for the 3-1 lead.
This is scarier than Anubis because, you know, we had the major carry on Anubis, but now we have Woxic and Xantares both having really strong rounds on the CT side. So that's going to be the worst case situation here for FaZe. Wicadia has an interview where he said, we don't really think of ourselves as underdogs no matter what the matchup. He said that before they took out G2 and was it Vitality? B2, G2,
yeah.
And Vitality, yeah. He said that before either of those games, I believe. So you know he was talking business.
Not immediately losing a player outside is actually a solid start for FaZe Clan. Kerrigan top silo, 2 players down beneath him, and Brokey sending utility out from spawn. So we'll see what the plan is, whether Elige is trying to be fighting for the secret stairs. Obviously that path to garage also open. Xantares waits out in main. Perfectly positioned to counter Rain's attack, but as he runs through the site, he loses 40 health. Frozen hears that damage being done. Him versus Wicadia goes the way of Eternal Fire. 5v3 comfortably established. The only thing that FaZe have going for them is this Elige Heaven Rapid. Even that is being watched.
They have so many resources to watch this. Walks in and
Missed.
Whoa.
Big
Pulls a
crouch
little
underneath. Elige to try to crack open the site. Oh, okay. Little weird on the ladder. And Jota's going to win that duel. Sends a bullet up over the lip of the edge. And Brokey makes a sprint towards ramp, which is already being passively held. Jota keeping eyes near it, but not quite on it, which means the bomb is allowed to go downstairs, and Kerrigan catching a kill on Xanterez is big. It puts him also down towards B, making a lot of sound in the process. That secret approach is one thing, but Jota still from ramp sees nothing. Kerrigan is trying to keep him alive in this. It's allowed Brokey to get off of sight, and if you put Brokey into a winnable round like this, it feels like he can always somehow come out with the clutch. It's a back turn from Wicadia. Easy pickup on that one.
No smoke.
Jota's going to try to find that bomb. Oh, he's got the kit. Brokey comes running in, closing the door with the wall bang. It's good damage, and just one tap from Brokey. 1v2 made possible by the Kerrigan clawback out Squeaky.
Man, that was beautiful because Kerrigan got his kill upstairs and he took Vent, which is the fastest rotation down lower at the same time as Brokey slipped away. Jumping bullet tap in decon to win this round. This is a done position, right? Eternal Fire, when Xanterez caught Rain trying to sneak into Mini, they knew it was an upper split. They knew the exact play that was coming their way. They even stopped Frozen inside of Squeaky. The only way that's won is if FaZe pull off a mid-round like that.
Yeah.
The bomb going ramp by itself while Kerrigan's going out at Squeaky slowly.
I thought for certain when Jota got that awkward kill onto Elige into Heaven that was just enough to cement the A defense. Felt like Elige had to be the X factor, but Kerrigan throws his hat in the ring. But off of the back of it, we've got a wobbly economy from Eternal Fire. 6 rounds into the game. Lighter util, but Woxic's op still in this. And he takes an aggressive angle on Squeaky Door. A lot of bodies up in that lobby for FaZe. Now he's just going to cement himself right here. 4th person added to the approach. Great flashbang reveals the positioning of the op, and that's more information for Kerrigan to calculate with.
Molly is not spreading towards him. And they're maintaining vision, man. And you can see FaZe really want to think about upstairs in a second. But actually, Eternal Fire, not seeing anybody, will rotate Woxic downstairs.
Ooh, that wall bang on the mark, but only 18 damage.
I feel like they're trying to weaken ramp right now.
That'll be Jota's responsibility, and he is locked in with Xanterez boosted.
Well, they walk back.
Frees up Jota to move if needed. If this A defense feels like it needs an additional layer, then it would be the Heaven rotate, but with Wicadia still outside of main, this is going to be on Madger. A lot of pressure here for a solo MP9. First player out for free. Bomb drop doubles over to Squeaky. Madger somehow getting a second, and that opens it up for the Heaven walkout. Frozen looking for contact, doesn't know, but Jota gets the player behind him. We go 2v1, and Frozen looking for the clutch. Spots Woxic up the ladder, reloads good, but the op shot's clean. 4-2, Eternal Fire hold that line.
Oh, and it's the guy who rotated down first who's keeping vision on Squeaky to close the round in the end. And Frozen denied a clutch. That was a very difficult clutch to win, nearly made it happen. Madger 2K from up here, and the thing is that FaZe made a snap decision to take upper. They didn't have anyone on the roof throwing mollies, flashes, or smoke, so they came through low telegraph play, I think, after changing their mind from going towards ramp. And it might have been Jota who blocked the ramp play with a smoke or something like that. But either way, I think Eternal Fire got the round they were looking for.
It's the round they were looking for and the round they needed, right? Had to be said. Money was low on that one.
But who needed it more? You know, FaZe are also broke.
Sure. Valid point. You know who needed it? Madger. MP9 top hut, no real support immediately. Yeah. You know, you're simultaneously calling for your players to come scrambling back in, but also trying to make sure that you don't let everything go for free.
It was all the time that they just drained off the clock while they were fighting Squeaky, while they threw a deep smoke, when they had the op there. And FaZe were thinking they were just groaning the whole time like, oh, you guys are really ruining our plans right now.
Now the plan is get Kerrigan's scout to do something. Or maybe this three-player pop-out from Hut. That rifle goes flying, unfortunately, so nobody able to reclaim it. And Kerrigan will bring one down outside, but that's majority alive to pick up M4's.
What was that rifle bounce?
Yeah, that went flying. I think
you shoot a grenade, it doesn't do anything.
He must have shot it while it was dropping. Hit that bad boy.
Point stands.
You know?
Should be able to shoot grenades.
Like Arthur Morgan with the quick draw.
Is that the fastest quick draw?
No, that's the guy from Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, okay. Fastest in the West?
Them damn O'Driscolls.
Darn rascals.
Rapscallions and riffraff. And some damn good counter. Buyback for FaZe Clan. Trying to chew into this 5-2 lead.
Well, right now they're chewing on cement.
On what?
Cement.
Oh, cement. Okay.
No, I said cement.
Cement.
Don't play with me, boy.
Okay.
Concrete.
Gonna try and slide a leash through. Yeah.
Oh, they tried again.
Dude.
They knew he was there too.
Right?
Oh.
Same position Xanteras has already picked up kills from. Oh, Woxic taking damage. That nade, will it find him? Nah, easy. Throw your artillery, so be it. Woxic just draws the line outside. 2 kills to the Opper. The fact that they know he's there, the barrel gives Elige all the info. I mean just confirming what he already knew.
Rain killed him, or he got killed by Rain doing that play before, and then they just were like, okay, well, the tactic is everything. They know he's there, they blow it open, but Elige just can't get deep enough.
Frozen gets blown away by Jota. Sneaky little MP9 corner positioning.
This can't be no kills here for FaZe on this round.
And Eternal Fire have met their quota already.
Nice.
5 rounds versus FaZe in the last 2 head-to-heads on Nuke specifically. 6 already, 8 rounds into this game. A CT side that is showing its ability to hold.
You know, Eternal Fire might make some kind of history by making it into the Spodek, being the best Turkish team that we've ever seen. But the question if they win a game like this and after the last week is how far can they go in playoffs? You know, like they're not just, you know, it's like when Mongols made top 8 at Shanghai, that was already an achievement. But it was like, okay, how long, you know, how far can they really go? But Eternal Fire, man, they've taken out some of the teams now that they might have to just in a new situation.
Big scalps. They've shown they can take down tactical teams. They've shown they can take down teams that feature star performers. But with Tech 9s and a good amount of flashbangs, A-Site's under question here in the 9th. Jota out from heaven. Always good to save the day. Bomb hits the ground. Brokey swings out from Hut. He's got these 2 players pinned where he wants them, but he just doesn't have the weapons, really. And so Xanteras comes out with the headshot to close it. 7-2, Eternal Fire.
Every part of the game plan, every idea totally crushed right now for FaZe. Even the tactics that are showing us the correct opportunities are not working. Plus you have Xanteras having a great game. Plus you have Woxic having a great game. I mean, Rain doesn't even have a kill yet.
Stay sharp. FaZe stay constant on this outer play. Back to Xanteras. That is his 5th successful opening kill. 5-0 in opening kills is Xanteras at the moment. Main is shut, whether FaZe want to accept it or not. B, though, has been open, but Wicadia, jumps the gun on the spray down. And so they're going to reclaim a frag back. FaZe Clan can indeed hit B with smoke out from the single door. Woxic's going to pop it, but he doesn't expose anybody just yet. And we get a second player. Xanteras down in through that vents, and he's ahead of the secret player at the moment. He is going to split the 2 waves of FaZe. And so by striking down Brokey, the site's been cleared, but the flank's right behind him. It's going to have to be Rain's first kill, and it is. All the while, Frozen's taking his time to get down from ramp.
They can actually get this bomb back and go upstairs, though. So I don't know. I guess Frozen can flank him, but
Woxic
okay.
didn't see that. This is big. This is a big one for Frozen.
No scope! Oh, he checks it. And to be fair, he checked it a little earlier, too. But you can't help but feel bad for Frozen here. And now Rain with his first kill of the map has to now 1v3.
Cross held, instant kill. Madger showing levels. This is no bomb plants in the last 5 rounds.
This is no mercy, man.
Ever since that lighter buy was added to the board, in round 6, Eternal Fire have not looked back.
Dude, it's so funny, like, they're like Fall Guys looking at trying to get it into Xantares' spot here. All these different ways. Throwing different pieces of utility at it. Sneaking in, running in, coming from above.
None of it sticking. Xantares was not a part of the conversation back on Anubis. Didn't have to be with the way that Madger and Wakadia were playing. I mean,
there weren't enough kills to go around.
Dude, Xantares was negative in that map. He's 8 and 11. Which is a beautiful formula for Eternal Fire, that it doesn't just have to be the star that we've spoken about for years. The guy who didn't have a team good enough to win with now does. You know, there's a conversation to be had now about Joda joining this team and taking it to a whole new level as well. The conversation about best off-season roster moves is in the air, and this has to be a contender. Eternal Fire, beastly. And sitting pretty, 8-2. Already taking over lobby control versus the Armored Tech 9s of round 11. FaZe Clan keeping enough money for a real buy in the final round of the half, but there is no respect offered by Eternal Fire. This pace, this tempo, the consistency in their sight holds. FaZe Clan can't buy an opening. Kerrigan will slip out from hut. I say that, but now all of a sudden he does find one.
He didn't see him top hut?
No, he never saw Joda.
He will eventually.
Kerrigan's just chilling in the back of the A site. Whoa, there he is. That's a weird shot, though.
Oh! Thank you for saying that.
Okay,
because it was hard to see. It's still.
That's a weird shot, man.
It was.
You're at a lower angle. He's kind of looking away from you.
I was looking at that. I was like, you can barely see him over this hunch.
Yeah,
his head.
You can't differentiate the head from the shoulders, and it's a Tech 9.
We're also being nice, but also keeping it real here. That was a little awkward, but
good dink on Madger at least, but then Joda and Xantares right there. You know, the tethering from the Eternal Fire squad is so good. It feels like every kill or death has trade potential, and more often than not, that trade materializes. Xantares is going to give them a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah,
little jumping frag. 9-2 up our Eternal Fire.
Bro. Are they even going to pop off when they win this game? When they get into the Spodek? Like,
are Eternal Fire going to pop off, you ask? Of course.
We got a FaZe. They haven't even made him sweat yet.
It's a tough shot. I'll say it one more time. Takes Brokey out at the knees. Double op setup here for Madger and Woxic to finish off the half. Still just playing out on variations. Top silo held by Elige. Woxic sending bullets over. That'll get Elige to disengage. Rain down to secret stairs, or no. No, he's trying to path through garage, and he's trying to chase down that one confirmed opper.
Oh, they get away from him. That's so annoying for Rain, because now Woxic will just come back and watch outside, but Rain did see the side of him, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And Woxic didn't seem to notice.
No, definitely not. So if Woxic's not careful and gets caught out here, outside of the doorway.
God, it's a matter of timing.
But Rain's also hoping that Xantares would back up. With a little bit of A pressure, I doubt Xantares comes around to outer. Missed Molotov on that A play.
Problem is, FaZe are going to have to do something eventually. Woxic in such a good perch. You can go back, check outside once in a while, but
none of this utility is actually disrupting the A site defenders.
It's got to come down to Rain.
Top hut peek's good for Wakadia. Locks that one in as the smoke goes down squeaky. It is just another dose of desperation, but Rain, with maybe a path to excavate back sight. He's going to fire towards hut soon, but if he doesn't clear back sight, now he's got the double potential. Yes, Rain! Yes! Oh. Triple kill. That's the saving grace. Finally, a moment of X Factor that comes up to FaZe's favor. A rare occasion in this dominant half of CT play from Eternal Fire on Nuke. But as it is the final round of the half, it will be the retake attempt. Utility to flush Rain into the open. Joda trying to get off ladders, always going to be desperate. Rain on for the ace now.
What?
Single-handedly dismantling this ace site from their own backline. And there's nothing Joda can do about it. 3 rifles trained in on him. This is FaZe to get a 3rd round. 3 rounds of a T-side on their map pick. Eternal Fire's T-half is going to have to be clean.
Oh, we got it!
Ace for Rain, 1 for the road. A reminder of what FaZe Clan can do when Eternal Fire aren't stomping on their throats. The star of Eternal Fire shines bright throughout that first CT half, but it's an ace for the road for FaZe Clan. And if you give them an ace at the end of that half, that means you give them belief at the start of this one.
Definitely. You know, that's what they quoted when Rops had the team kill versus Vitality. That's the little lifeline. That's the chance for us to come back. You're a team that definitely don't pay attention to the score, but straight facts right now, man. They got smashed on Anubis. They're getting smashed on Nuke. And I don't think Eternal Fire are afraid of them coming back.
You know, it's a grace we give to the likes of FaZe Clan because historically they've pulled off comebacks as they have. If it was anybody else, I know I've already started the conversation about Eternal Fire taking that victory lap. 5 players up into the ramp, they'll go. Frozen finishing off what Brokey started. 2 clean headshots added to that.
This is why Frozen should take all of Rops' spots.
Tries to peel back, re-engages. Rain's here to help him, and so. Pistol scooped up with the 4K from Frozen.
I just want to say, man, I think like when you see Rain and Pit on Inferno, Kerrigan playing Aeon Ancient, and then the 1-for-1, which is Frozen and Rops on ramp, on Nuke, I just want to see, you know, it's just not how it works because Frozen plays so many different spots and he's good at them and used to them, but like as a player, it would make so much more sense for FaZe to have Frozen just take over all the anchor positions and free up Kerrigan and Rain to be in those rotator info spots and just like make him, maybe he'll take a small dip in performance as he learns them, but everyone else has to as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think you lose more than you gain.
Everybody else is
Anubis, A-Site, man. Frozen there. Frozen should be there, not Kerrigan. You know, that just doesn't make sense.
Sure.
I'm gonna live and die on that hill.
I don't think you'd be the only one. If we say it's going to be growing pains for Frozen, go back and watch Anubis and tell me Kerrigan wasn't, you know, struggling as well.
And he's a great player. He's going to get good at those spots.
Yeah.
It's going to make sense.
At least we get to see it here on this map. Frozen on ramp, stepping into Rops' shoes well. Clean up duty, all his. Starting to rack up frags with the 4 in the first round of this half, 3 in the follow-up. That's both pistols. And then some. In fact, Eternal Fire haven't won a pistol in the series.
Haven't needed a pistol. Wow, they're actually failing. It's the first time they haven't ecoed them. So
it's because they went full Glocks so that they could come in here. Round 15, full purchase for the Eternal Fire squad. Couple MP9s sprinkled out there for FaZe Clan. They'll boost one up into the ramp room. That frees up Frozen to support elsewhere as needed. Nice grenade. Half of Joda gets blown away. You know, unfortunately, that first half of play was a very, very empty half. If you are Rain, I think that is going to have to change as he takes over to the CT half. And I think an ace for the road is kind of exactly what he needed. Get everything back online. Wavy utility down into the A site. Kerrigan peppered by it, but it's really this hot emphasis to take over site. Frozen just gets blasted away. Kerrigan's SMG trying to reclaim some control, and it's good spam damage out from main. Flank activates around lobby. Woxic's actually drawn forward. Does he miss this timing on Brokey?
No?
Nah, Brokey still back.
No, I think Brokey stepped out and walked back. So maybe Brokey has a chance now to get this kill.
Woxic finds the contact. Brokey still able to test Hut regardless. Xantares is going to get one from backside. Rain finds his headshot. Down to 2v2 with low health. Oh, and they clear him fully. Major backside was lights out on Anubis. In for the clutch. Oh, but he gets dropped by the SMG, and FaZe doing FaZe things best.
Okay. Brokey's hyped about that because he actually pulled a slick move. He took the fast step coming out of trophy. Woxic went to clear, and then he thought that Brokey had slipped into Hut already. Brokey was still there waiting, and that's the only reason he survived long enough to win that one-on-one. Oh, that was the kill. I was like, how is that so clean?
Fucking go! Fucking go!
Love to see that energy out of Brokey. It's rare.
Very welcome sight. Saw it from the pistol. Rain right back at it. Full buyout for Eternal Fire to try and test out her. You've met your maker. Rain gonna keep that pressure up as the leash will be dropped. It's still a comfortable looking 4v2.
Look at this. Rain has 12 kills, dude. He ended the half, round before last, 1 and 11, and then got an ace, and now already has 12 frags. Completely recovered this game.
Woxic dropped out of this. Major trying to creep around and ramp. It doesn't have bomb control. You have let FaZe get online. No close versus the clan is ever easy.
Not even like, he was 0 and 11. Rain was 0 and 11 in this game. Never give up hope, guys. Not even when you're 30 plus.
Rain's not there yet.
No?
I'm older than Rain. And I'm 30. Let that sink in.
Genetics are crazy.
They build them big in the mountains.
Yeah. Why? It's because they have to carry mountains or something?
Yeah, dude, boulders and something or whatnot. Four rounds straight from FaZe Clan. Pistol conversion. Gun round gets shut down. This last one, kind of the most convincing of all so far out of FaZe. What was 9-3, now sitting 9-7. Got a half buy needed for Eternal Fire in this one. Single AKs for Woxic. Couple MAC-10s could indicate their intention when it comes to the pace, but met by fire out of the spawn. So they're just going to let FaZe get through some of those utilities first. It is Kerrigan backside, Elige over by Squeaky. Support from main inbound, and they just try to run through a molly that doesn't look good. Kerrigan triple kill, easy as. And that is a single frag out of Eternal Fire. They thought they could crank that dial. Kerrigan just stamps them out.
Wow. The ace from Rain brings them their third round. Since then, they haven't lost. That's 6 in a row here for FaZe. Winning the 1v1 to continue the streak. You saw the hype from Brokey because he sensed the opportunity, and suddenly FaZe are within one of tying this game up. Looking like a brand new team.
Yeah, this round didn't really instill too much confidence, man.
And I don't think it's coincidence where most of the CT structure is the same.
It's like the one CT side that looks the most like the Rocks version of FaZe, but from acing at the end of the first half to trying to take this kill versus Xantares, it's Rain out of this one with nothing. Instant trade frag back from Kerrigan. We could talk about the recovery of Rain. I mean, Kerrigan's also on that journey. Not with an ace yet, but look at this. Madger has slipped the net out hot, finding a vacant upper bomb site.
Oh man, they just got to go back lobby, yeah. Like they have a winning spot now. I mean, it's like, how are there 4 CTs? Not a single person upstairs.
Alicia's going to come back from main. He's going to get eyes into lobby.
A fast step. Madger's surely going to take this.
Madger's still just sitting back sight. Kerrigan starts to flank back around. Madger gets the duel, but Elige just straight up wins it. And all of that hinged on hanging on to the A site by the time the last 2 players get here. Mind you, it's still not incredibly well defended. One top hut and the op on main, but Brokey's not missing now. Brokey's not missing,
okay.
And neither are FaZe. 6 straight to tie at 9.
Ooh, Madger, just a little lack of focus right there. That was a really, I want to say, winnable duel, like especially when Elige took a step that was heard from the back of the site. Elige didn't know that he was back there. He wasn't willing to take that peek in that exact second, and that gave him the chance. Can't believe there's a chance that we actually see FaZe take a lead in this map.
Another half buy comes out.
Now, after what we saw yesterday, the scoreline didn't make sense. You know, 9-3 down, 1 map down already. But ramp is almost fully undefended. Brokey, and again, Brokey spends a lot of time at ramp because Rain rifles outside solo. This is a true strength of FaZe.
Easy pickup. We saw what Brokey could do as he ended that last round with 2 clean consecutive shots. But in the face of the smoke, he'll peel away.
And they have the lower rotation, 1. They could take over top site with Brokey getting into heaven and still have 2 rotations lower, so everything's perfect here for FaZe. Total control side. The lack of grenades will get exposed here for Eternal Fire. They're going to have to swing for fights.
It's going to take something fantastic from one of the 4 players left on EF.
They'll probably molly control side, but looks like they're readying the swing.
Frozen confirming it. Here it's coming. MAC-10 with the frag. Elige actually burnt out, but the spray betrays him, only getting 1. Is the bomb plant going to come down, or does Kerrigan stop it? Ooh, not fast enough, but close. AK picked up by Xantares. That's a deadly threat. If only he had a little more health to work with. Because if not for him, it's Madger who actually leans out and grabs another gun. Bomb planted out there in front of them. Incendiary thrown to the diffuser.
Oh, looks good.
Oh, it doesn't spread fast enough.
It's not.
Kerrigan just gonna stick that through.
Wow, that's so unfortunate. Look at that tiny little CT incendiary, man. That looked perfect. Oh, got a feel for Eternal Fire right there. They would have killed the clock a lot. Smoke on control side definitely made that way too difficult, but the streak unending for FaZe. They're in the lead.
7 consecutive round wins.
Wow. Their last lead was the pistol round.
Yeah, literally. It is a long road to make this comeback happen. But if you're sat here scratching your head as to how Eternal Fire haven't closed this game yet, I have to ask, is this the first time you've watched FaZe?
Oh my goodness. Every inflation on these incendiaries.
Molotov would never. It is a better looking Hat-Buy at least, you know, contrast that to when they tried to rush A site with a similar setup and everybody just died to Kerrigan. You know, they get a bomb plant, so be it. What, silver linings? That's not what Eternal Fire want to hear at the moment. To hell with a silver lining. They need a round win. Because you know, in the back of their minds, they thought they had the map win.
It's officially going to have to be a comeback now for Eternal Fire after dominating for a map and a half.
Nobody home. That's where Kerrigan has been playing, but this time he's over towards a ramp. Elige gets pelted by the smoke canister and walks
awkward.
it. Uh-oh, your A defense doesn't look as good because you don't have Kerrigan back sight. Oh, this time we've got Eternal Fire breaking through. Losing the lead lights a fire underneath them, and it is everybody collecting kills.
Ooh.
No Kerrigan back sight, an emphasis on Hut from Eternal Fire in a gun round where they just kind of run it out blind. And unfortunately for Elige, he had to go above and beyond. Instead, he gets nothing, and Eternal Fire have found the answer.
They're enjoying the finer things, Connor.
That they are, Mohan.
Elige got hit with the smoke. It's unlucky. But didn't it look weird to see him recommit?
Yeah.
Like, when you get hit by a nade like this, that's information for the other team that confirm players there. You're not trying to block a smoke in that position to displace it. It's always going to fill the entirety of Squeaky Door. But yeah, here, this awkward moment, and then the fact that there's no one backside means this round's a little too easy for EF. It's not often you see Elige make an awkward move like that, but it comes at a critical juncture. And before round 21, we've got to pause to get the best CS possible as both teams come in with buys. Let's see if EF have shaken the nerves. Best way to get to the Spodek is take it out of your mind.
Outer emphasis this time along with the wall of smoke. Xantares, oh, he finds Rain already. The tempo over the main climb. And with that wall of smokes, there is a cross possible. Xantares tries to keep the pressure up inside of A. Katie looking for the vent. Oh, God. He just walks into the middle of the road.
Oh, he was tying his shoes.
Kerrigan given a gift of an equalizing kill, and then you take into consideration the damage that was also done on both the cross and the main player, and you've got Elige downstairs on B, kind of working on his own, calling for an assistance over from the ramp, and that assistance is now in position. That is the op of Brokey nearby. Elige is given time to climb up into the rafters, but Frozen walks into A unsuspectingly. It's a good cross hold from Kerrigan, his second of the round. And as he flashes out, Madger is still stuck in there. Good support utility from backside, but Madger never crossed.
And they don't have a smoke for Mini, so
Still
it's going to be a dangerous cross at that.
When it eventually, inevitably comes.
Two coming out of the vent?
Joda going to try to join him, but Kerrigan's still so nervous about the secret stairs. Look at Joda just take that chance. Tries to throw fire back. Kerrigan burned in. Now the Heaven Peak comes out with back turns to him. Nothing gained. It's Brokey again. Up close. The bomb plants are denied. 25 on the clock and a flash in front of him. What are you going to do here, Brokey? What do you want from this?
It's a hard op to approach. Look where the bomb drops.
Brokey just holding and flick to the Madger back. A single shot. Oh, he needs it. Brokey's going to post it. Ferocious from the FaZe op. FaZe Clan, gatekeepers of the playoffs. Eternal Fire have never beat this FaZe, not in the best of 3. And just when it felt easier than ever, FaZe Clan in full force.
There's no way he just did that. Bomb gets dropped in front of Hut. A golden opportunity for Brokey. And he has no choice but to re-peek. The man who yelled after he survived the 1v1 eco round that started this comeback for FaZe. And now here they are in the lead once again. And Eternal Fire blow their best chance. Three v 1.
That bomb dropping in front of him. Ooh, all he needed. Brokey won't give you an inch for free. Impact felt as we get 3 players crossing behind that wall of smokes. It is Kerrigan at bat soon enough. Kerrigan versus Xantares, whose potential has been unlocked for the second map of the series. And he gets away from the fight with Kerrigan. Both players unscathed with that exchange of bullets. Frozen up into heaven. Eternal Fire just crawling this one.
Oh, it's dangerous if Elige gets caught jumping up.
This angle's not bad, but yeah, if he tries to go one higher, would be exposed. He wants him to come at him. Joda.
Wait, is there
trying
anyone
to
in
carve
heaven?
a path. Surely, yeah, should be Frozen, but there's a player on the ladder and one outside the door. Elige is dead. Madger's got the entry. Frozen trying to hang on to this side of it. It's got support from down beneath him. Brokey, Reyna all this time has sat up in the rafters. Element of surprise from 3 frags. Madger clears out heaven for most of it. Brokey back to a consecutive clutch.
Wait,
4 seconds, peaks and dies. Eternal Fire ties.
He canceled the plant. That was the only way. Brokey had a chance to be able to pull that off, but he wouldn't expect it. Not today, not in this moment. And we go 11-11. 24 rounds guaranteed. Oh my God.
All I want's more of this.
Oh. He would have had no time to get that bomb back out and put it down.
I don't even know how Madger gets those other kills.
I know.
All of a sudden in the kill feed, you just see nothing but Madger.
Rain goes cross-eyed trying to figure out who to fight. Standing up there in the rafters.
FaZe Clan are going to come in with the force by now. Eternal Fire, we thought they had already lost their best chance. This one could be glory to secure that coveted 12th. Never a dull moment.
Our kids are not going to believe the battles that were fought to get into the Spodek here in the last week. Some of these matches are turning into classics. Eternal Fire on the brink of setting up a moment for Turkey.
It's only the 2nd month of 2025. And I can't get enough. Frag in front of him. Tough position here for Kerrigan. He's got another smoke down. Low HP Frozen. He's not going to get a long time on that spray unless the distraction comes out from hell simultaneous. Brokey will peel the player off. Elige activates. This is looking good. FaZe Clan could rob it away.
Oh, it looks like they're going to, man. 25 seconds now.
Rain on the double doors is close enough to interrupt. That's going to go.
What? Just a couple of raindrops coming through control side. 257 shots and the round is wiped. And just like that, it's map point for FaZe.
You can't believe some of these rounds. You just can't believe it unless you see it live.
Can't write this.
5 rounds, back and forth, non-consecutive wins, and FaZe end up on 12 first.
Now it has to be overtime for Eternal Fire.
What are these shots?
No.
Oh. I'm not going to say that Wicadia had the best chance to recover that, but goddamn, you just rob any opportunity. Frozen, this is where it started well. His 4K in the pistol on ramp to be tested by 2 Tech 9s and rifles around it. And he will not be able to hold it entirely, but Elige is here to pick up that slack. Wide swing out from single door. And Elige, he's going to just fall with that one.
He committed very wide right there. Now it's 3v3.
Definitely wanted more than that. We hear the rumblings of the rotation down through the vents, but both teams slow on this approach.
There's no big flank rotations coming in. Do they have the utility to get this plant down is the question. If they don't do it now, when will they be able to?
Smoke soon to fade, so you're going to have to plant using the cover of the site. Madger looks like this is going to be uncontested. It is all in from this side. No ramp in the retake element. FaZe Clan, your chance to close this map is closing in around you. 2v3 from Brokey and Rain. But with what Brokey's offered us so far, you still gotta believe. But this angle from Woxic, disgusting. Tries to take them out at the knees. No entry allowed, and overtime seems likely, but Brokey will fight as he always does. Another clutch on the line, and as he goes for bomb denied. Woo! Anything for the Spodek.
It's exciting. It's cinema.
R-rated.
He can see it from the outside. So as if he's watching the stream right now, Kerrigan knows what kind of game this is. He said, enjoy this. That's what he just said to his team. Just enjoy this. They lose, it goes to overtime, but they've still got to overtime. That in itself is an accomplishment. Savor the moment. And shed the stress. FaZe look to outpace Eternal Fire as they get here. Oh, and Elige with a clean find. Xanteris holding high. Oh, and he finds out, but they know now it's a double ramp setup. This means Brokey has no choice but to respond. Eternal Fire have done the good job of, doing these snap calls into upper. It's always a threat. The smoke goes down outside as well. This is also key. Ooh. They are really cooking up something different right now. Eternal Fire faking some pressure upstairs. They've got the full commit from Brokey on floor. 2 rotations go downstairs, and Eternal Fire have not moved from the lobby. This might be a genius move for them, but Brokey has been their biggest threat in the last 10 rounds.
He is right where he needs to be, straight in the pocket, holding close on Hut. Hits the player, wallbang in the back. A sign of things to come, perhaps, but maybe not. We've got Rain and Elige and Kerrigan all still to hold this. Woxic, massive ask of him, and he's going to dive down where they've also found him out. It looked good for Eternal Fire, but FaZe move in time.
They actually rotated back really fast. I mean, credit to them. They got into spots to cover Brokey, who had the up. Watching it from his POV, it looked like it was everything or nothing from the back of the site. That was a hard round to read for FaZe, man. They were blocked out of information outside. There was pressure towards ramp. They had to smoke it out. There was initial volley of utility upper with the molly on Hut. They were shrewd that round. And they moved with conviction.
It feels like Frozen, getting all that real estate 1 round to go, has kind of just bolstered his confidence to come at it again. Joda on the ladder, just peeled off. There's a second player in that Hut and Brokey, but again, do you want to tether with Frozen? What do? We saw that 4v5 Eternal Fire had to face last round. Now it's theirs to play. This advantage in their hands. But for how long?
A couple of Elige's opening moves going sour.
Back garage player is going to hear all this. Kerrigan's going to have to go above and beyond or get the hell out of here. He changes into the other corner. Xanteris on the approach. Oh, he lets his guard down. Oh. Double kill from Kerrigan is great. It is still traded by Woxic, but Rain, obviously, on this back pedal. What?
He walked right into it. Woxic turns around. There's a chance that he could have done that, right? Surely.
Madger versus Frozen.
And now it's 2-on-1.
Brokey to another clutch.
Initial kill and now has to close as well. Woxic awaiting him. And the death comes through. Tied all the way to the very end.
3 clutches for Brokey throughout this map so far. Not this time. Woxic walks back up and finds
I'm more
Rain.
surprised about Rain walking down after, because once Kerrigan gets both of his kills, that's obviously not easy for Woxic to scale all of lower. There could have been event rotation, anyone on control side, anyone decon. And obviously, there's a chance he sits there and holds, and Rain gets to flank. But also, as we watched, there was a chance that Woxic turned around.
I think maybe a testament to just how quiet Madger had played his round, because you had Rain looking all over for that second player. And then when Madger does activate, he just straight up bests Frozen. So it's kind of Frozen and Rain both found walking out. Just at least Frozen got a chance to shoot back. Someone's going to take that 14-13 lead in a moment. This continuous back and forth has been going on for 10 rounds or so now. Brokey on the ramp, easy first shot to topple Woxic. Now you are pinned in, nowhere to run, only to fight. And he's not going to be able to capitalize on the
That's how you
double.
approach that fight. You molly it, and then you take a headshot angle over top of something and just wait. That's impossible for Brokey to answer back.
And with no Brokey, you could be discussing no clutch. Eternal Fire making the most of the ramp control, looking to poise themselves for this B commitment. Alicia's worried about Secret.
Oh, but
are there no eyes
FaZe
outside?
are worried about the round coming back upstairs late. You know, no one's coming down here to help them just yet.
Alicia's gonna have to spam smoke. It's not far off. Great damage. Great damage.
Wow.
Takes a bottle to the head, but so be it. Rain wastes no time coming down. Elysian and Rain are stopping this in its tracks. A 4 versus 4 that looked comfortable.
They did this with absolutely no vision.
No chance to shoot back. Joda off the angle. Also stopped. Madger now has to get that bomb down with 40 seconds. 3 players surrounding him. Your time is limited.
Wow.
FaZe Clan to 14 first.
That's incredible from Alicia's POV. Just the timings on each spam. Nearly got one in the cross. Got the third guy who came to peek him on the right side of the window. And then Rain had as long as you have up numbers in a situation where you're inside a decon, inside a control side, you can do the push that Rain did. Because there's too much stress on everything. There's no open plant. That's why on T side you get downstairs. Typically, you want a molly control side on the stairs, take control window, and then make it so it's impossible for anyone to peek or open the doors. But in this situation, they went for smokes, which should actually still be fine. Like, that should actually still work until Elige gets those kills. Elige and Rain. The amount of new situations that have transpired in this match is tremendous. You gotta be the best at thinking on the fly to win a game like this.
9-3 CT halves for both these teams to get us out of regulation. Eternal Fire trying to tap back into that stone wall they threw up early in this second map. A lot of utility out on the A floors, causing a bit of panic for Eternal Fire. Causing movement, as it is very much in lobby emphasis for FaZe.
One thing FaZe couldn't get over them on their T side was killing Xanteris inside of Mini. They really focused a lot on finding new ways to make sure he died, but he would always come up with one kill.
FaZe not being very secretive about this presence behind the wall of smokes. And Woxic, obviously op downstairs, could try to go deal with Secret, but he'll let them come to him if needed. Oh, that nade is huge.
Dude, this position is so good for Eternal Fire. They have
easy pickup.
the op downstairs. They had a crossfire between Mini and Big.
And Joda's frag grenade has already softened everybody up.
Two
So
rotators for ramp.
it's getting stuffed quickly.
It has to be upstairs now, but like, how are they going to get away with this?
This has tied game written all over it again. But don't count out FaZe ever. Kerrigan trying to duel off versus Heaven with Kadia. Not gonna waste the moment. Swings back out. And this is Eternal Fire tapping back into what got them here. Strong defensive round. All 5 players up. Not a single portion of that map looks shaky.
Versus those diagonal smokes, they made that map look like it had 6 players. They had Mini covered, they had the Secret covered with an op, they had ramp covered, the rotations from Xanteris were perfect. They even watched for a lurk to go to the back of the hell. Tell me where there was a gap here for Eternal Fire. besides in a straight up upper pop at the beginning of the round. They moved perfect there.
Santero's maybe given a chance, like you said, immovable in regulation.
They're coming for him again.
And every time they tried, he held them back. Rain in a leash. A powered up Rain, albeit, but still shadow advantage. Santero's triple mowdown!
Santero's!
Completely stuffed on the approach. Everybody dies with nothing. This round nearly as flat as the last as Santero's takes to 30. Ramp, the only thing that goes. Kerrigan can move forward on 20 health, but that bomb sits at the feet of Eternal Fire, who by all accounts have just secured a match point for the Spodek. Kerrigan and Frozen will try their damnedest because this one's never done. It's never finished with FaZe. Kerrigan spots one back red. You know that Eternal Fire just celebrated in the back of their minds with that triple mowdown. It should be all too easy, but you've let Frozen creep out this door. Major and Woxic missing shots, but Frozen's gonna get toppled. Kerrigan, a clutch demanded, 15 seconds, denied. And so that 15th, you see the stress, you see the relief from a triple of Santero's to a near lost round.
That was so damn close. Frozen could have got that kill, and then suddenly it's like 80-20 in favor of FaZe. But last time Santero's got a 3K, FaZe 2v5'd on the pistol. This time, they win behind it. An unbelievable spray. And it's one that's earned. That same position coming up so big for Santero's throughout this game. On the best team that he's ever had.
Map, match, and playoffs point. And Woxic on the prowl. Missed chance to strike blood early. It will be FaZe to test Secret again. And Woxic off the railing! Drops a leash.
That's the risk that you want to take. Right here, round 30. Woxic believes in the shot.
These are the kinds of moves, the kinds of confidence that has built up over time from an Eternal Fire that has been playing close maps all year long so far.
They used 4 smokes to dissuade him from that opportunity. But he created one anyways. The lower walk, though, is a real threat. We got to watch for that ramp rotation, because right now the T's can accelerate. No one's gone down the vent, and it's too late for the CT side. This is a real chance for FaZe to take this into another overtime. Oh, everything could come down to this kill.
Trade potential's high. Frozen not able to manage both. Bomb plant by Brokey. He's gonna put that fire in the back, so you know they had to have gone back through single. But there's also this kind of push up in front, and Kerrigan, he's not gonna let the retake go just yet. No cover can be offered yet from the Opera. Brokey waits and lands it, cause of course. And then with a flash into the site.
2-op retake.
Rain is trying to hide. And these double ops make it look awkward. There's a smoke, of course, for Woxic. And if anybody's going to hit these combat op shots, it could be Woxic. Brokey going to lose that line of vision. Flash in his eyes. Rain finds them turned. And now just able to get back into that cover. Brokey's coming at him. Missed no scope. And so be it. We go OT2.
Come on, man. Let's keep this party going. OT number 2. A 2-op retake in the end. Could you imagine that? They definitely had a hot swap out for an AK to make that possible.
Dude, never-ending fights with FaZe.
That was the opening kill from Woxic was wonderful when this round kicked off. But when FaZe still pulled off the 4 cross, no one else from Eternal Fire had moved. If there is a timing there, Woxic has to call it so they can drop vent early, cut them off. But FaZe played it real cool. They walked pretty much the entire way.
It happens all too often. Team's not used to winning. With match points, just can't close it. Eternal Fire may be playing ever better than ever, but The test is on for Badger. He's got a helping hand in Wicadia. Gun goes empty. Oh, the spray close!
Oh, he can do it!
Leading from the front with the triple. Looking like Xanteres with the quad.
The Major, the Colonel, the Commander. Eternal Fire benefit from his frags again, just like it was Anubis. 6 to you by this M4.
Just stuffing that long barrel down their throats. Point blank kills on all. Triple headshot to close. That is the Major that got Eternal Fire into the Copenhagen playoffs. When push comes to shove, he hits his hardest. Eternal Fire just trying to hold back a FaZe that I'm a little surprised tried to play that as quick as they did.
Those upper hits they're always going to be 50-50s. You get the first kill, you win the round. You don't get the first kill, it's a struggle all the way to the very end.
It's a horrifying thought to roll that dice in double OT with elimination. Oh, Woxic slides off the railing. He kind of loses the chance at the first fight that he wanted.
Still safe to get downstairs at the very least.
Kerrigan slips down the vents.
Yeah, not down the vent.
Woxic missed shot, no support at the moment.
The op is going to peek. Which side? Are they going to trust that flash?
Smoke now in front of them. I mean, that smoke in front of them. They turn back. Joda doesn't get one. Xanteres trades him. And Woxic just has to keep holding that one side. And it's also bought just enough time for Wicadia to come join them. There are now 2 CTs breathing down their necks. Woxic gets blown out from his roost in the back of that site. And they still don't really know where Kerrigan's got off to. Easy pickup for Frozen. Wicadia, where are you going? And Frozen could just play along this wall. So be it. Kerrigan's going to find his.
Finally.
And it's a great squeeze from FaZe Clan. Just when it looked like they were going to get stuck between an op and 2 rifles, FaZe flood forward.
There's no moment where the communication is more difficult than that for FaZe. They have to decide if they're going to go back and fight the ramp or if they're going to go forward into the op.
Don't want to be that guy, but rush ramp could as well be a good thing, but maybe use something from the
Neo.
Could be a good thing.
Could be a good thing. That 16th round on the board looks real good.
How can you speak that calmly right now?
Hey, so guys,
Maybe if you're thinking about it, I was thinking
I don't mean to impose, but
a little ramp.
you know, we don't
could
hear
be
a lot
vibe.
from Neo, actually. So it's kind of nice that at a critical juncture in FaZe's 2025 early on.
It's like, ramp could be a vibe. And Kerrigan's like, yeah, let's do it.
Brokey's breaking blood vessels. Neo chill as ever. And we get tied up at 16 all. This game is so back and forth. Completely smoking off that op, but look at this close play. Nah, Rain lets his guard down.
Careful, man. Xanteres. Ooh.
We haven't really seen him play that far out of main, to be honest, I kind of feel for Rain himself.
Yeah, but that's what you want to do. Round 33, you want to try to bring out new things. Xanteres going out of his comfort zone.
Back to ramp, though.
Double ramp setup.
Nice shot out of Elige, but there's Joda still in position, struggling for most of this game. Xanteres lights him up, and that's an edge. Eternal Fire.
That's 2 rounds here on CT side. And the one that FaZe won was kind of scary. Eternal Fire take to the T side now. I have no idea who's going to win this damn game, man. Xanteres had 36 frags.
Hey guys, I didn't say ramp twice. Big moment from Joda. It's been a quiet game. It's not just one, but the double. Eternal Fire back to the T side. There is no knowing what is in store. Instant angled wall of smokes. Threat of a CT floating around there. We see that util come out from FaZe as well, so trying to create some ambiguity.
The protocols when they saw diagonal smokes from Eternal Fire were so nice because Xanteres would expand out from mini, go big garage, catch for lurks, then they rotate secret, and have everything covered. But where they were weak for a second was upstairs. And sometimes Eternal Fire have done a lot, only to come back and hit upper. but last time they did this with Brokey staring inside the hut, he died and they still won the round. It's possible that FaZe are counting on a read here with less information outside, looking towards a tendency. And good teams always balance a bit of both because you can never have full information. Let's see if Eternal Fire turn it back to an upstairs hit.
There goes the last smoke. Brokey just gave that to Elish. He drops it at the minute mark.
They're going for it.
It opens up Elish to get behind Vent.
No Molly. No Molly
yeah,
and
there
Squeaky.
is. Yeah, there is.
Oh, there is.
Madra and Xanteras have two.
Oh, no, but inside Squeaky right now to Molly opposite Vent.
Oh, you're right. It's going to come down in the wrong spots. Brokey again on the same line.
And Elish can just stand here.
Yep, he's fine to hold it. Brokey's going to get a second somehow. That Opera's still in the bomb site. Brokey with a third. Kerrigan swings. And the IGL locks in the line.
God damn.
No Molotov for Vent. You're right. They had them, but wrong positions.
No, I mean, that was just Wakati with a disgusting shot. But yeah, even with that kill, they don't take over upstairs because Brokey, he stands there like a cyclops inside of the hut, doesn't move a muscle. And yeah, FaZe are totally right. It does end upper in the end. They're reading some of the grenades based on the tendencies. And again, like Kerrigan's going to be one of the best to do this. They make a call to counter Eternal Fire. Definitely in their head on that one.
Kerrigan low for some reason. 70 health at the start of round 35. Eternal Fire back to the drawing board and playing outer this time around. A lot of numbers beyond that red box.
I was wondering if we're going to get a pop-off from whoever wins this game. I think we are now.
Hard-fought battle. That's for damn sure. Brokey doesn't pull the trigger.
Full cross, no one's down. Just Rain, excuse me. Man, they've done this pretty inconspicuously. And Brokey's rotation's not towards ramp now, so he can't support Rain as easily.
I mean, we saw them just commit to that A site.
How's Frozen going to peel away?
Oh, that is as clean as you could ask for from Rain.
To Xanteras. Top fragger down, and he jumps up to Xanteras' spot.
Frozen still over towards the ramp, is yet to come down just in case.
How can he leave?
He can't.
They can come. They can still enter ramp from Turnpike. So Rain needed to hit that shot, and he did.
Feels like he might still have to do even more. Madra, meanwhile, still just kind of slow playing upstairs. Rain, it's only that one. It's clean as can be, but activation from Madra out from lobby.
Oh.
It's an 18th round on the line, now man advantage. Alicia's gonna find Madra, that's big. That's big to keep Vent now open for the defense, and Stroda tries to push off site. Costly move.
Wakadia low.
Retake inbound. Woxic double flashes. Wakadia off angle, empty-handed, and FaZe Clan emphasize ramp. 3 players on this retake. Woxic peels the first one off for free.
That was clean.
Thinking about the Vent, but there's nobody there. Brokey's on the line. A missed shot, finally, and then hands busy on bomb.
He can close the door.
Closes the doors up in front, and now it's the rush. Brokey's gonna hit that. What? Are you kidding?
Are you serious?
On the bomb with time, another one from Brokey.
You're serious?
4th clutch of this map.
I'm actually dumbfounded. No.
12 HP.
It was a must-hit shot.
Don't hit my arm, bro.
Oh, he's really upset about something. I don't know what it would be.
Come on, Brookie, don't fucking care, bro. Don't say sorry, Brookie.
For the fucking round, don't be sorry, man. You
That's
can't
fucking insane. It's fine. As long as you win round, you can pay teammates. Let's go. This is fucking absolute cinema.
Bro.
Let's go.
Okay, I'd love to know exactly what happened there and how Brokey, so disgruntled, could manage to hit that shot in that moment when it had to for FaZe to have a chance in this game. And still managed to hold on to whatever small grudge he had going on. But he did it. And as Kerrigan said, it's absolute cinema. Stay focused. FaZe have secured themselves OT3.
Hollywood ain't got anything on this shit. Molotov over towards the secret stairs. Elige burned back. FaZe map point. Now here's the thing. Back in the first overtime, Eternal Fire had their chance. And I tried to highlight that when it comes to FaZe, they don't get closed on. Xantares spinning around.
How'd they both get in there?
Supported by Joda, double back out of Frozen.
Both chopped down.
That is massive moment here from Frozen.
Oh.
Otherwise, 3v5. Elige walks in.
He thought he was doing something tricky, but now he's just opened the round back up for Eternal Fire. They'll turn towards ramp. There's no one here to stop him. And Frozen has a small moment where, they're trying to get him to drop vents.
Yeah, but does Brokey buy it? Because they're coming right back at this op, and it's both FaZe members on the door. Both of them here.
Oh, but they get the kill. Brokey,
Another. A sixth clutch demanded of him. The pistol runs away, but Woxic in the corner. That element of surprise. I hope you bought tickets to this trilogy. Because your movie's not done yet.
He just came in main.
Bless FaZe and all their free refills. You feel hope and desperation. This double kill from Frozen. But the jump away, that panic, I mean, why would he expect Woxic to be in this corner?
No, you can't. You cannot. I mean, he could not win that last round either. This game should be over. Brokey winning that 5-7 duel on 1 health, there's no chance that happened in real life. We didn't just witness that. And now we're into another overtime. I can't believe the amount of rounds that have been this close. And Brokey has almost built up enough aura after all of these clutches that it felt like for a second he was just going to win again. That he was simply going to do it one more time. And if Eternal Fire could hear the agitation that was happening after that, they maybe could use that to their advantage.
Yeah, surely. They would
because
love
if
to
FaZe
know.
aren't focused 100% right now, Eternal Fire will put this away. This is top level Nuke. We've had every look and then every look twice.
So what page of the playbook do you flip to when we hit round 37?
Yeah, but these long rounds, and we know Major tendencies to go back to what we've seen multiple times. They do dress things up a lot, but they have to be wary of the fact that FaZe have really caught on. First layer exec upstairs, outside cross smokes, back to upstairs. Brokey was staring at them inside of the hut. This time it is to the ramp. This time they will go.
Brokey plays in front of the box.
He's staying committed.
His rotation's burnt, but he'll
That
just
was
still
worth.
trudge through it.
That was absolutely worth it. 50 damage, you get a kill, you get away, and you smoked him out of following you.
If the intention was to end B, there is already a ton of defense down there. But as the fire burns out on Hell, you know there are options.
Yeah, and you know that Brokey's not up in heaven.
Rain playing main.
Is Joda going to make the play?
Who is keeping eyes on Heaven?
Right now, they're playing full
is?
passive here. Wait,
Nobody.
This is a huge gap. Elige from Top of Hut has to know this.
He just turned, but he's also responsible for holding back on Hut. It all boils down to the timing and the shot, and Joda doesn't waste a second. Now the main player can turn, but Joda's going to take him down too. A gap in the defense in round 37.
Man, but this gap was so apparent. They had Brokey get that kill, fall off. I mean, anybody could have walked around at Heaven by that point.
How could FaZe have prevented that?
They needed to be watching it from the top of Hut, and then you have the player on the site play from the back of the site, spotting Hut, right? Then the player from the back of the site isn't exposed to Heaven. Alicia's watching Heaven, but they got too calcified in their positions. They played patrolling between those two spots, but they didn't cover their one massive gap, the one that both teams knew about. And Jota, you could even see it. He was worried about taking that first peek. But he didn't overplay the situation at all. Took the kill when he saw it. It's not like when Rain got up there and he could line up 3. You had to know they're going to be watching this at some point.
And a 4v5 is what Eternal Fire faced.
If Alicia's standing up there watching it and there's someone below watching Hut, they're both safe. But instead, they give themselves no chance to win.
striking gold early here. Overtime 3 begins with an Eternal Fire T round win. If you are just tuning into this masterpiece, 9-3 CT sides. So offensive success, hard to come by.
Yeah, so really salient point.
Huge round to win early. In a map that may never end. Oh, great. Oh, wow. Frozen lines up those headshots. That was like collateral headshots. Oh, man.
And they eat a flash dropping in a mini. This round's a complete disaster for Eternal Fire.
Dude, evaporated. They tried to cross out her. Some cheesy taps of the A1S and Eternal Fire go up in smoke.
That's why you got to put pressure on the cross. But it was while they were trying to boost right in between those two smokes, right? Oh.
No chance. Madger tries to throw a bit of a Hail Mary here, getting crazy down towards lower. 30-second 1v5. I don't think so.
So, FaZe avoid losing this round.
Whoa.
But still with one more to go on the T side for Eternal Fire. They can look past that. That's a situation that can happen when you smoke the cross. And again, they might have been trying to boost in between the two smokes outside, and that's exactly where the shots were getting peppered in. It was also illusionating it open after some of the spams, so odds were stacked against Eternal Fire if they weren't going to simply get across to Secret. Double ramp setup. I can't say these have yielded too much. It feels like Eternal Fire have been super careful about how close they get.
And it also feels like FaZe haven't really pulled the full trigger on activating into lobby with those plays. Xanterra's.
That's a fast cross.
Brother, how did you get downstairs that quick?
Just instant transmission down there.
Quick hit of the teleport.
Oh, maybe this will be a chance for Brokey.
And they're coming at him.
Just giving himself some room in case they jump by.
Frozen's still here as well. And Frozen's playing lights out. Him and Brokey, 31 and 32 kills each.
We got some nades getting set up as Xanterra's patrols all the usual locations, but with the doors closed, window should be unbroken, right? Inside of control.
Should be. Yeah, he's going to have to pop it, but then
he
he's
has no reins here. He's just dead.
They tried to cover the sound. Oh, Frozen activates. They tried to cover the sound. He didn't hear it. Look, he's on his screen. He's on his screen.
He's on your screen.
They covered it with audio. Does that end up unraveling ramp? We won't even... Yes, it will. It will matter. Xanterra's able to slip up, and then he catches the next one in transition.
They timed it perfectly.
They cover the audio, but they don't know about rain.
He was here the entire time.
The stoic Norwegian sits in the darkness of the B site and awaits the hope of Eternal Fire. They're gonna go for that bomb plant. Rain's gonna catch him off. Xanterra's trades. Oh my God, what more can he do? 3 kills already. Low health, 15 on the clock, and Kerrigan softened by the nade. Another blown away for 20.
No, they broke the glass upstairs at the same time as control side.
They blew up something. They had to have covered the audio. You saw Xanterra's wait for it.
It actually worked. And I don't know if that's a resolution moment for Rain, but as we can see, Xanterra's on his screen that whole time, and how critical that was. He got up the ramp, took Brokey out from behind.
No way that happens. Round
I got
39.
I got no answers for you, bro. I've never seen anything like this.
Catches the guy coming out from hell.
And then he lives. He trades the bomb plant. He lives. He gets the first nade in.
Mo, double nade. They both had like sub 20 HP. Kerrigan's trying to hype himself up to swing that door and stop them.
If Kerrigan gets one clip off on his first peek, how do you even plant?
You don't.
How did Brokey hit that 5-7 shot?
I don't know. How are we 40 rounds deep? Back to the CT side here for Eternal Fire. Oh, and it's an opening kill for Elige. Now, Elige's success has come far and few between. First blood looks real good. A second, even better.
There's the impact that you want to see.
Then Wucadia tries to get in. You've got that close main threat making sound. Wucadia's pinned behind the vent, but Madger's looking to get his done. He's challenging in through hut, but I guess he didn't hear him.
Yeah,
Wucadia lets his guard down. Brokey turns in. That's the bomb! Dropped at the feet of Madger. He'll put the smoke out, and Joda's going to try to come and hold the A site, but Rain's behind him. There are layers.
Yeah, there are layers. But up in heaven, there's nothing to actually make Joda make noise. Now,
He turns.
Wait, he spotted that. Joda gets the kill. Madger's going to get another one, too. Oh, my God. The flank gets caught. Somehow they turn around. Now they have time to go back and get this.
Leading the charge, trying to get this one, but where? Do you go ramp? Do you hit lobby?
And Joda, he has made out like a bandit here. This kill in heaven, and now he's flanking lobby?
This round is featuring big moments from the two underperforming players of Elige and Joda.
He can walk into hut. I don't know how they're going to figure this timing out. And if he goes squeaky side, because they are still quiet, he doesn't even know that the bomb has crossed yet.
But if they try to plant...
Now they're going to make noise.
Yeah, the jig is up. Low health Elige. Hands busy with the bomb. Both players stuck out there. And his approach gets denied by Kerrigan. Whoa! All that movement. All those flanks. A million layers. And it's FaZe to tie at 20. I'm sorry, when is intermission?
You are not allowed to pee, sir.
Madger dropping bomb. I mean, the fact this.
I can't believe after Joda gets the kill, they come back to check that flank on that timing. Madger has that 2K lineup in the palm of his hand.
Unreal.
Xantares has 40 kills.
Elige and Kerrigan combined for that one. Anybody's game.
Xantares back to his usual spot, but this time, and like last time, not putting pressure on the cross, just waiting for his chance to catch
Walks
the
has
lurks.
done well from here. He's done really well from this angle. But they lose Xantares.
Xantares dies for the first time.
Frozen gets his. More damage even onto Wucadia.
What?
Frozen in with a double kill. And that is a wide open A site. They know it. Walks it up from the vent. Clips Kerrigan in the backdrop. Oh, the no scope through vent. But it's all for naught because your A defense faltered with nothing.
And they know that Joda's coming in from the ramp. 1v3 should be impossible here as FaZe figure out 2 win conditions. Take out Xantares. Win inside of Mini.
Joda dead with nothing, and that is FaZe Clan 21.
Don't give Elige a whole game to get warmed up. Here we are in triple overtime, and the massive impact comes through.
Finally starting to break through.
Also, Woxic misses his shot in lower. Setup has everything covered for these 2 situations, but the kills coming down in each of these locations is what matters for FaZe.
Clean tracking from Frozen. Predicts it all. Triple kill from inside Squeaky. Anchors that position and sinks Eternal Fire's stomachs as they will face another map point for FaZe Clan. Unable to close in the previous overtime, given another chance. And this time there are limitations. Yes. MP9 for Madger.
Yes. FaZe got to be foaming at the mouth. They can read the money here. 3 rounds into overtime. Xantares understands. He's got the responsibility of Atlas right now, the world on his shoulders.
Wow. Dangerous game here. Xantares wants more.
Smoke.
Ooh, you saw something, but careful, bro. There's 3 guns that could just start firing back. This is a dangerous game for Xantares to be playing, but Wucadia's over there towards main to help, and you've got Woxic with eyes above.
This is how we saw over top of the cross smokes last time. This time they might be crossing without them.
Oh, Xantares dodging the threat of the red peak. Rain gets clipped on the cross, and it's a 3v5 from FaZe demanded. Everybody's dead.
Let's go again.
Frozen out from Squeaky had all of that impact.
Again.
I have lost track of overtimes.
Let's go again. 25 to win. 24 to get to OT number 4. And don't you dare make a guess as to who is going to lock this down. Xantares stays alive after killing the clock on these smokes, gets his kills. Woxic on his perch, up again, another solid CT setup, just like last round, except no X-Factor kills out of FaZe, crushed on the cross. They try something new.
I thought he had signed up for a death sentence, trying to play around that smoke. OT4 begins. Fast one from Woxic, right into the action. Sits down Frozen, a flying Kerrigan. He gets his counterpart down. Jota loses the fight over towards that ramp.
That's a big
We've
find
still got
for Lurk,
Xanteris, so at least a trade frag found.
3v3, but look who's faster lower.
Yeah, they're gonna hit this quick. Smokes down around the site. What is that? Okay, off-angle plant for Elige. A little bit weird, bro.
They don't plant right away.
Woxic's gonna swing the door.
What a shot!
Just clipped
What a
him.
shot!
And then he goes right back as Elige is on the line, but just gets away with it. We've got pressure from the double door. We've also got the flank inbound. Then Wicadia strikes with an element of surprise, and Elige is on 8 as he finds him. Tracks him through that smoke and hangs on to the side of the ramp room. You've got Brokey unknown to the CTs. And that element of unknowingness could cost Eternal Fire the first in OT4. A great double back, and Brokey denied by the best, terminating the hopes of FaZe at the start of this OT.
He went back to check.
Yes, he did.
Just in case he missed that minute timing. And it might have been Woxic actually coming out of decon that spotted him with the op. The first bad spray of the game. Can I just say, everything has been instant to the dome. This one moment makes this possible for FaZe, but that shot from Woxic is actually unreal.
I don't think Woxic saw him from the peak either, dude. I think that's Xanteris' presence of mind.
It was that shadow, Woxic spotting him, game sense, whatever the hell it is. Xanteris.
Kerrigan tries to kick that off outside, but Xanteris from the garage to the lower B close.
And his willingness to float and not play one-dimensional inside of Mini, to keep it dynamic, even in the thick of it, has been everything. Jota, what a clean peek.
At 19 and 30, they send Jota in for that entry. He delivers.
Nice
you
flash.
know Xanteris will. Turns that one back quick. And we haven't seen a sweep yet in any of these overtimes.
Feeding the beast.
Leaning back inside of garage. Kerrigan and Brokey to the 2 versus 5, trying to find open roads, but there are closures every direction. Dead ends for FaZe Clan as they try their way through round 44. Nothing! 23-21, Eternal Fire on the brink of the first sweep of an overtime half.
Absolutely shut down. And as much as any T round is important, getting 3 straight on CT might be too much to bear. Across that is the weight that maybe even FaZe can't handle. And this is one of the cleanest rounds so far. Of all the situations that have come down to 1v1s, 2v2s, and low number spots, this is a masterclass of a round out of Xanteris and Eternal Fire. Frozen himself at 37 kills this game. His output has been tremendous, but still getting outdone.
Life draining from FaZe's faces. A much needed T-side round win here and now. Lots of bodies on this site, and doesn't this look like Brokey? Woxic puts that up on Hut. Not gonna miss the first chance. Fast swing out from Frozen denied. And this one just gets shut down upon. A late re-entry attempt out from Kerrigan. You can take that kill and leave.
Yeah, you take a breath in this spot. If you're wait, where's the bomb? Don't tell me the bomb's upstairs.
No, it fell. Did it fall outside the door?
Oh, it might be facing that T.
He scooped it up. He got it. It was just there in the corner.
All right. Okay. This at least keeps a chance now for FaZe in a late round situation.
CT's getting active.
I've seen so many good rounds from Jota in this spot, but by that same token, he always plays this spot.
Does Brokey predict it? Looks likely. Brokey on the clear.
There it is.
Yes, sir. Reads him and opens the round. But wasting no time lower is Xanteris. In through the window.
No!
Double! 3! Map! Match! Playoffs points!
When will Xanteris slow down?
Maybe only once he hits that Spodek.
How quickly, but also how quietly he got to the control stairs. That's the only reason they molly past him and try to jump through that window. They thought they were onto something because they killed Jota in such an uncompromising position. Or compromised position. Tucked in really late. They thought they had a tempo to get downstairs. And look at Xanterra's smile, man. What an unbelievable game of CS from Xanterra's. A truly classic performance from Xanterra's on behalf of Turkey.
The beauty of this moment is Xanterra is going as above and beyond as he is because he wants a taste of something he has seen so infrequently. Years of Counter-Strike. And this would be the third time we have seen him in a stadium. That feels wrong. But he is playing to a level of Counter-Strike deserving of a crowd.
We casted him 2018, Blast Istanbul, on a team that wasn't good enough to make it far, but the local hero. And thought, this is great, a player this good, but not with the pieces around him. Then he went into international waters, back to the Turkish super team.
Piece by
This
piece.
team is more than Xanterra's, but equally needs him as much as his old rosters did.
Brokey turns away. Bad timing on that one. Missed shot as well.
And now every shot.
Mistakes are starting to happen. Kerrigan, do you get active or is the risk not worth it? Madger not too far away and knocking on this B-bomb site with no defenders in position. Madger's gonna die first. Opens the possibility of a rotate. What is Frozen gonna do? Does he test it? No cover! Eternal Fire offering an opening back as Elise just runs down through those double doors. FaZe Clan will fight, and Eternal Fire will fail in their first of 3.
Okay, it's the molly that lands. It lands too shallow. They can open the door safely. They don't even have to peek into it. And for a moment there, Eternal Fire, they could cover it. But when you molly it, you have to trust it. And they had Decon to watch as well, and they're going for the Astralis plant. They could have mollied that, played back of the site, watch Decon if they wanted to, but it's hard to get organized in those tense moments, and they come in without getting control of control again. Not the first time they pay for it, but still, 3 rounds coming out of the last half for Eternal Fire. They had that one to play with.
But that, man.
Xanterra's is literally 1 away from 50 kills in this game, this one map alone.
Let alone having 3 opportunities to close this. We haven't even seen an overtime with 2 chances to close this.
Xanterra's has 5,000 damage in this game.
Oh my god. I feel like, what is this, World of Warcraft? First of 3 held on to by FaZe.
I think it's pre-nerf.
This is the golden ticket for Eternal Fire. You could not have asked for a better second half in overtime 4 to close with. And we saw what happened when Xanterra's got fast timing down secret stairs. That was one of the rounds that unraveled around FaZe. That's when he was able to climb out through that window, when tragedy struck in round 39.
There's going to be a most impactful pair from FaZe. It's Brokey. I don't care what the numbers say. The clutches have been everything, but no, he misses again. Back-to-back rounds.
Not worth it. Not what they need in this instance.
And they have the lurk already as well.
Frozen, door open, Jota doubles down.
Oh, the lights are turning dim here for FaZe.
Eternal Fire will have 3 kills between them and the Spodek. As Xanterra's creeps behind enemy lines, those double doors grinds for the taking, but Rain will not go down without a fight because FaZe never do. Woxic turns his attention over to the ramp. He misses his shot, and now you know damn well this retake is on. We've got 2 kits between Rain and Elige. Wicadia hangs on from the backside. Another trade from the double doors. It's all on the new piece, and he falters too. A decade of Counter-Strike in Katowice, and Eternal Fire hoist Turkey's torch to new heights. For the first time in IEM playoffs, a Turkish core steps forth.
Soak up the moment, Eternal Fire. Xanterra's with one of the best